Hello, it's Tammy Pally, aka the Crafty Princess, and this is episode 28 of my video podcast called Late Craft Update. And that's because the last time I recorded a podcast like this where I update you on my latest craft adventures was quite a while ago. I think it was back around mid-September, and today is November 1st, 2015, so it's been a while. However, that doesn't mean I haven't been producing and creating and uploading other videos related to crafting and also doll collecting. So if you are a new viewer, please subscribe if you like to knit, crochet, make jewelry. If you're a doll collector, if you're just interested in dolls and doll crafting as well, please go ahead and subscribe. And I also want to say thank you to a lot of new subscribers. Normally I list all of them during a podcast, but it's been so long since I posted one of these that the list would be very, very long and we'd be here forever. Because I'm a little over 300 subscribers now, and so since the last time I podcast, at least a few dozen new subscribers have joined me, and I want to say thank you very much. It's wonderful to have some people out there who are watching. So what have I been doing in the craft world lately? Well, first of all, I am still doing a giveaway over on my Ravelry group, and I will put links in both the comments on my YouTube channel as well as I might put the link down here in a comment as well, even though that's not a hot link. But yeah, so what I do for every month on my Ravelry group is we have a finished objects, and it's all craft related, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be yarn related. So anything that you've crafted, you can put a picture over there, and then you're automatically entered to win a prize. For last month, this was the prize, and I have a video book review of this particular book on my YouTube channel if you want to find out more about it. And so this was October. I've emailed the person and waiting to hear back from her. And then for November, I have another book which I've also done a video review on, First Knits. This is for November. This is a really good beginner book, but even if you're maybe not a beginning knitter, this would be good for you because it's got a lot of simple projects. It's got some other projects that I think are a little bit more challenging that I wouldn't consider them. So anyway, join me over on my Ravelry group. You have to be a member, but it's free. So, and I think that was my dog barking. Sorry about that. We have a busy Sunday going on here. So yeah, so that's something that's still going on. All right, finished objects. Believe it or not, I have yet another Gordon the Flamingo. If you watched my last podcast, I had it with, I was joined by my sister who I gave one of these to, and I decided to make another one. I was kind of in the groove, so I just went ahead and made another Gordon one. And yeah, so he's finished, and he's super cute. This one I made for my craft club, my college craft club that I sponsor. We have about mid-November a boutique set up in the cafeteria area, student center, where we will be selling crafts, and then all of our proceeds are donated to a local charity. So this is my current finished object, and just as far as future objects in the near future, I will be making more amigurumi, lots of simple stuff, because I'm kind of the main person. Our club is really small, and I've lost a lot of club members to graduation and stuff, and it's just been really hard to get new members involved. So I'm working on that, but that means that I'm the linchpin. So I got to come up with some more stuffed toys ASAP. So anywho, that's my current and future. I've also done a little jewelry making, just really simple stuff. Here is a beaded bracelet I made. These are faceted jade dyed beads. Obviously jade doesn't come necessarily in this color, in these colors. And then I put it on some bleached hemp and then just knotted it. And I'll put a link. I have sort of a semi-tutorial that tells you the supplies I used and how I did it on my blog, so I'll put that. And it's really, you just wrap it around your wrist and tie a knot, and then you have this cool bracelet. I also had some leftover beads, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make some simple little doll necklaces. Yes, I'm still doll obsessed, so get over it. Sorry about that if you're not into dolls. And in fact, even if you're not, Christmas is coming up, and if you know a little girl or a big girl like me who likes dolls, these are some cute little, very simple projects that you can make for them. It's really, you just need a head pin and a bead. And I believe, I want to say this chain, I'm trying to remember how long it was. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 inches long. And of course, it's going to be depending on the size of your doll. If you have an American Girl doll, they're tall and they're wide. So they're much wider than a Blythe doll. So something like this would not fit them as far as a necklace goes. So yeah, you want to kind of make sure you know the dimensions of your doll a little bit before you do something like this, but it's very simple. Also, speaking of doll stuff, I have made some more doll dresses. I've actually finally kind of perfected my technique, I guess you could say. So they're more consistently sized. I'm doing double ruffles instead of single, and then I'm stitching on little bows. And I have not put these up in my Etsy shop. I have them for sale on a few Facebook doll groups. And I'm even interested in, if somebody wanted to trade me, like if somebody made a knitted dress and they'd like the crochet dress, I would trade them as long as it's fairly equal. Or say they had a sewn dress. Okay, and this is really nice yarn. This is hand-dyed indie yarn. So yeah, it's not just cheapo acrylic. And speaking of doll stuff, I've made some dolly hats. And for example, here's one I made. I had some leftover yarn. Oh, in fact, here's a little scarf too I tucked in there. So I had some leftover yarn. This is, I had won this on a podcast. The podcaster doesn't record anymore, but this was hand spun, and it's made of, I can't remember, there was like half a dozen different types of fibers, but it's really a beautiful piece. I made myself a hat, which I think, yeah, did I knit it or crochet it? I can't remember if I knitted it or crocheted it. I think I crocheted it. So I had enough for this, and then here's just some leftover, this is baby alpaca, so I had a little scarf that I made, so now it's a little set. And this I'm keeping. This I wouldn't trade. These is really, I like them together, and these will look cute on my dolls. I did make some stuff that was tradable or saleable. A couple of little hats, another little scarf, another little hat. And Blythe dolls have these monster size heads, so if you're interested in trying to make these and you crochet, basically I used an amigurumi technique, and I went up to, I want to say 60 stitches here. So yeah, just like if you flip it upside down, and I kept going, I can make this into a circle, and make a little bunny or something. So it's really the same thing. I just realized, oh, and I just made one and it fit. So yeah, making hats. Nice way to use up some leftover yarn too. So yeah, so what's in progress? Like I said, I'm going to be making some amigurumis, and I've already started with Hugo the Not So Hungry Hippo. This is a free pattern. I got it in an ebook though, so I will try to figure out how to put the link. It's not easy to find. It is a Stacy Truck pattern, and it does have her same sort of technique. I don't do it exactly. I've made a couple of these, and I don't really like how their mouths are open, so what I usually do is I don't do the bottom part, and I just do the snout at the top and then give some little holes here, so like their mouth is closed when I make it. And then I also add a tail. So I can't remember, I may have even shown this on a podcast before because I've made a couple of these, but this one I'm using Bravo yarn. I've got the bottom made, and I had this yarn. This is Craft Club yarn. I'm not using my own for this. We actually do have a stash of yarn for the club. So I started doing this, and I knew beforehand. Hopefully I have more in my office when I get to school, and I'm pretty sure there's another skein of this. It's Bravo, but it's the chunky. It's not the worsted weight. But Bravo, I've noticed that both the worsted and the chunky are not super chunky or super thick. Like the worsted, I think, is more of a light worsted, and the chunky is not super duper chunky. So I'm still using a size H hook, and it's working out okay. So this is going to be a super cute, kind of on the large side as far as amigurumis go. And that will be, I'll probably finish that this week without a problem. And then, I don't know, I might make some simple things like some little frogs or something like that I can make quickly, because really I'm trying to remember what the date was, but I don't think I have it 2 weeks. I think it's less than 2 weeks that we're going to do our boutique. And we did make some guitar string jewelry at one of our meetings, so I know we have some of that. And we have other things, stashed away that's been made over the past few years. I actually started this club in 2011, so we will have plenty to sell. It's just I always like to have new stuff, because we have a lot of the same people. A lot of my fellow faculty will come by and support the club, and I don't want them to go, oh, you have you still have this? You've never sold this, you know? So I like to have new stuff for them because they're usually some of our best supporters. But yeah, I'm going to kind of make it short and sweet, and just mention also that yeah, I'm not doing a ton of podcasts because really I'm doing other videos, and those really get a lot more views. The podcasts get some views, but not great. And yeah, I would rather do videos that I know people are going to watch. So please subscribe and look forward to book reviews as far as craft book reviews go, product reviews, doll reviews, anything related to crafting and doll making and doll collecting. You will see here, but not necessarily in a podcast format, more of a 5 to maximum 10-minute how-to or informative type video. Those have been doing better for me on my YouTube channel, so I'm going to go more in that direction in the future. But I want to thank everyone for watching and subscribing, and I hope you have a wonderful crafting day, and I look forward to November. Thanks for watching.